G'day again, world. Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you all. Thanks for coming back. Now, if you've been watching our reports, you will be up to date with the mission that we were given by the Galactic Federation of Light Council. It's quite a big one. It's a pretty tricky one. We're not the first ones to be given this mission. We're not the only ones to attempt it. But one of the things that we're doing differently is we're a group of people, not people trying to do it alone or maybe even as a pair. We have a dedicated group of some talented people, some incredible people who are behind us doing this. And the mission was resolve the reptilian issue once and for all. Pretty damn please. It's not a big responsibility, is it? But they gave it to us. And so I just wanted to share with you the solution that we came up with. Now, I estimate there's about 5,000 or 6,000 reptilians still on the planet. Now, their galactic contract to operate on Earth ended with the solstice in December 21. So they're all here illegally, and as far as galactic law is concerned, we can do whatever we want with them. However, like the point that was made at the Galactic Federation of Light meeting was that we can't reject any part of creation. To do that is to reject a part of the big G, which is one of the things that set this whole course of events spiraling out of control. So we have to find a way to integrate the Dracos, and that's just bad news. Nobody's wanted to do that yet. The ascended Draco, who appeared at a GFL meeting, he's been working on this for a long time, but the ones that are left are just pure rogue. Like, they're not following anybody. They're not part of the Draco system anymore. They've been abandoned by them. The white collar Draco have already left planet, and the ones that are left are just the blue collars. And there are also instances like if you watched our other mission report for Journey to the Heart of Gaia, then you'll see that some of these reptilians, some of these Dracos cannot leave the planet or they'll die. They don't know how to do or be anything else other than elites sucking on Gaia or humanity, as the case may be, incapable of change. But we did come up with a solution. We did come up with a way of sifting through which of the Dracos are willing to change and which of them are not. And it's a little bit like this. Firstly, we have to go out and capture 5,000 or 6,000 renegade Dracos. Now, it's not a task for a single operator. It definitely needs a whole circle to go out and make all of this happen. The next step is, what do we do with them once we catch them? There has to be a test. There has to be an offering of a different path. And so the idea is to set up a time dilation. So about 10 minutes here on Earth is, 1,000 years for the Draco. And the Draco live for 5,000 years. So it's a big deal, but it's not the end for them. It's not going to exceed their lifespan. And in doing that, what are we going to offer them in their mind? And the offering is twofold. One is karmic. So where we reflect all of the negative emotions, all of the feelings, all of the abuse that they've been doing to others for their whole lives, I suppose. It's the Draco culture to do so. But we also have, to understand the unpleasantness that they're causing and to feel it themselves is educational, we'll say, to say the least. But on the other hand, we also have to offer them a new path. And so the sun has, not Ra, the sun, the deity of the sun. So the sun has offered us a song that we'll sing in the background for 1,000 years. And it sounds to me a little bit like a Mary Poppins tune or something like that. It's weird and it's beautiful and it's delightful, but it's definitely not in the Draco character. And to be honest, I don't know what would happen to me if I had to listen to Mary Poppins tunes for 1,000 years. I have no idea how I'd come out of that. But the idea is I say Mary Poppins tunes, but what it is in there is the coding for empathy, compassion, kindness, understanding others, and being able to see things from their point of view. And because it's the sun, she's incredibly intelligent and adaptable. And so that song may evolve within the 1,000-year projection. If we can make the Draco, ideally, the Draco will stop being assholes and become 10% more Mary Poppins, and that'll be a bizarre event, but either it'll work or it won't. And for some of the reptilians, it will work, and some of them it won't. And some of them are just never going to change. And this is the last chance. They've been offered innumerable opportunities to give up their evil ways, and they just haven't managed it. And so those that don't follow that course of action are then offered to the sun for disintegration. So the idea is, though, that we can keep at least a handful of the Draco and see what their culture then has to offer in going forward, because without being funny about it, that will be fascinating to see. Just what, the turnaround for humanity to stop their evil ways and to start with kindness and goodness. But I cannot imagine how much further that distance is if you're a draconian. But yeah, let the fascination continue. Now, if you're into this sort of material, if you like what we're saying, what we're talking about, if you want to support us in our astral travel missions, please, by all means, like the video, subscribe, and share it amongst your friends, and share it amongst the people who can actually listen and absorb to this stuff, because it's rare data, and it's not for everyone. But help us out, share it around. Look, thanks heaps. Thanks for coming along today, and no doubt we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.